is real, Kathy. I see you hating on us from a mile away, Kathy Engelbert.
The WNBA has once again managed to prove exactly why so many fans and players question its leadership. And this time, the controversy isn't even about a blown whistle in the middle of a game. No, this one cuts deeper. The league actually punished its biggest star for the crime of saying out loud what millions of fans already know. Lynn Clark, the Indiana Fever's once-in-a-generation guard who has reshaped the conversation around women's basketball, was fined $200 for making a social media joke about officiating. Let that sink in. Clark, the player whose impact has filled arenas, boosted TV ratings, and single-handedly dragged the WNBA into mainstream relevance, got slapped with a fine not for a flagrant foul, not for unsportsmanlike conduct, but for typing 4 words, "Refs couldn't stop us." Let us know down in the comments below. You think of the WNBA officiating. The timing couldn't be more ridiculous. The Fever, playing without their superstar on the floor, are suddenly deeper into the postseason than they've been in nearly a decade. They stunned the Las Vegas Aces in Game 1 of the semifinals, a massive upset that shook the league. You would think the WNBA would seize on that story to celebrate its product. Instead, Commissioner Kathy Engelbert and her staff decided the real priority was cracking down on Caitlin Clark's Instagram comments. Think about that. Instead of amplifying the grit, the underdog triumph, the fact that the Fever are rewriting history. League officials were scrolling through Instagram like hall monitors, waiting to hand out demerits. Let's break down what really happened. The Fever's official account posted a photo of their bench unit celebrating after a recent win. Clark, still sidelined with her groin injury, dressed in street clothes, but very much locked in with her teammates, commented twice. The first, elite bench mob. The second, refs couldn't stop us. That was it. For words, typed with the same humor fans have come to love from her. For words that mirrored what every Fever fan was shouting at their screens all season. And the league's response? A fine. A league that has ignored cheap shots on Clark all year. A league that's turned a blind eye to hard fouls that would have drawn flagrants in any other setting suddenly found its backbone over a harmless social media post. That's not accountability. That's hypocrisy on full display. And here's where the absurdity goes to another level. Clark isn't even suiting up in these playoffs. Her second season was cut short after just 13 games. She's been out since July, watching from the sidelines while her teammates carry the torch. Yet even while rehabbing, even while wrestling with the frustration of not being on the floor, she somehow ended up in the league's crosshairs. What does that tell you? It tells you the WNBA isn't just struggling with officiating. It's actively trying to muzzle the one person who has the courage to call out. Clark's reaction to the fine summed it up perfectly. She went to Twitter, posted a screenshot of the so-called offense, and wrote, "Got fined $200 for this LOL." She even threw in some laughing emojis and promised the Fever bench will be even louder in the next game. That's what true leadership looks like, taking a slap on the wrist and turning it into fuel for the locker room. And of course, Sophie Cunningham piled on with humor of her own, joking that maybe they should start a GoFundMe to cover Clark's massive financial burden. Here's the thing. Everyone knows the money isn't the issue. Clark's base WNBA salary hovers around $80,000, but she's pulling in millions upon millions from endorsement deals with Nike, Gatorade, and every major brand that recognizes she's the face of women's sports. A $200 fine to her is like dropping a penny in a fountain. The sting isn't financial. It's symbolic. The league isn't sending her a bill. It's sending a message. Don't you dare challenge us? But here's the kicker. The message completely backfired because all this fine really did was expose the WNBA's misplaced priorities instead of dealing with the very real officiating crisis.